The dawn of civilization. Primitive. Dangerous. Exciting. The handwriting is on the wall. If the human race is ever going to amount to anything, it needs
the most civilized caveman I have ever seen.
Look who's come out of his cave.
Hey everyone, this is James from the Cave Dweller Music Podcast. Thanks for listening to the show. Today we have a special guest for you. We have the guys from Trigger Pig. They are a New York band who are joining us today. You could call them instrumental, you can call them collaborative. They do a bunch of cool stuff. Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, guys.
Anytime. Do you want to maybe start just by telling people a little bit about the project, maybe like what your background was and what the project's all about?
Well, it all kind of started out as a reunion of a cover band, Cell 213, and that lasted, what, 2 gigs?
Yeah,
2 gigs. And then we
two
got
outstanding gigs.
Two outstanding gigs.
Yes.
And then we were informed that a couple guys were moving away after we did that. And so the rest of us just kind of clung together and formed Trigger Pig.
Yeah, the chemistry was
Awesome,
right.
man.
We put a ton of work in to put 2 gigs out, and we didn't want to stop playing, so we kept playing.
Yeah, a lot of work goes into that.
It does, and there has been a lot of work. How many years?
About 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
And you guys started as an instrumental project, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, we sort of the singer and the bass player in the cover band left for various reasons. Nothing like it wasn't like they slept with their girlfriends or something. They just needed to. Well, because I thought we were your children. What's going on here?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. No, so one of them I think had to go to school, right? The singer.
Mm-hmm.
And then bass player was moving down south. So I think John, who's our resident shred master, he wanted to do an instrumental record or like a solo album or something, right?
Yeah.
For like a long time.
Yeah, it was always something kind of on my bucket list, and I never really got around to it, and I still haven't. But this kind of was. So I started messing around with some stuff, and I wasn't really playing in a band at the time, but I was going to do something. So I knew I definitely needed Mike, our drummer, and started working with him. And then so I came back down to where we recorded and rehearsed anyways. And then Alex joined us, and we kind of took off as like a trio, just messing around and making stuff that we liked, just recording stuff.
And there was an immediate. I mean, the three of us got together that first time, and we're like, "Well, what are we going to play?" And then we just started playing, and it took 5 minutes, and we were on our way.
The first song we ever did together is the first song on our album.
It's called Fraternity of the Wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
We, that was the first song we ever wrote together, and it ended up being this 9.5 minute epic with this, piano outro. We got a local guy, Jonathan Newell, who's like a, virtuoso musician. He did that for us, and we were just kind of blown away. Like
that was almost a little too easy.
Like we created this really song.
Yeah. So just like I said, the chemistry was there, and we just found no reason to do anything different, so we just kept going.
That's great.
I mean, Mike got the didgeridoo out.
Yeah.
Did you feel like it was like a different experience?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we'd all been in bands before. I'd been in a cover band before the one that started this. So I was relatively successful, and our drummer Mike, he'd been in multiple cover bands, and John had an original band called Coil a few years ago, or a few years before this, and then I had an original band called Hand of Reckoning. It was like a power metal band that became a cover band, so kind of the reverse of how Trigger Pig ended up. But I don't think any of us ever had an experience like this. It was always kind of like there was not enough chemistry, and it was like pulling teeth to write music, or there was always somebody that was like lagging behind. They just couldn't keep up, with the rest of the band, so that was an issue. Or it was like one thing we talked about a lot is how we actually listen to our own music, which is really weird because usually past all of us, at least me and John, were like, once it was recorded, never listen to it again.
That's cool when it pops on. It's in your at work or whatever. You listen to music, and also when you're on the radio, just because it's in your YouTube music too or whatever. And then you're like, oh yeah, it's like running into an old friend again. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you listen to it, were you like, oh, we're awesome? Or was it like, man, I wish I had done this differently?
No, I mean, it kind of, like for me, I listen to it and I just think back of that time, and I remember, coming down here and recording it, and, a lot of times we jammed it out. Yeah, it's just cool. It's like the whole point of that first album that we did was just to do all the stuff that you wanted to do and never did yet. So that's that was
awesome.
That whole time, and it was a really good time.
Yeah, but you also, I mean, one of the things that I do every time I mow the lawn, I don't know why, but when I'm out there mowing the lawn, I listen to the first album every single time. And to kind of answer your question that you asked a minute ago, well, for me, I do listen to it, and I'm like, well, this sounds cool, but maybe we could have done something a little different here or there or whatever. And it's a constant learning process with the software and the technology that's constantly changing. But I'm super happy with what we did the first album, and
that's great.
We literally started off with couch cushions around the guitar cab.
Yeah.
In the garage.
That was our isolation cabinet room. Pillows around the speaker.
Yeah, I mean, it was. It's funny. We had a lot of people. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people is relative. A lot of people to us tell us like the guitar tone's great on your first record or whatever it is. And yeah, we literally had a Marshall cab in the corner with couch cushions and an SM57 on it.
Yep.
And that's how we tracked the entire first record. Like, we had no idea what we were doing. I mean, we did most of it on an old copy of Adobe Audition.
That's right. I
mean, it was like clunky, and it was crazy. I mean, we knocked it out. I mean, I think we recorded that first record in like 8 months, maybe a year.
Yeah.
And that's including like writing all the songs to finish release. It was like a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
When we actually did write the
Do you
song,
still have the couch?
what's that?
Do you still have the couch?
Oh yeah, we're on it right now.
Yep, they're all sitting on the cushions that we use right now.
It's the same couch. Yeah, a lot of sitting on this couch. A lot
That's
of
awesome.
guitar tracking with the couch cushions.
Yep. And what we did to help move the album along was we all showed up completely unprepared, and that way it was really easy just to write new stuff. So almost nothing we did came from anything we had.
Yeah, nothing was planned. Nothing was prearranged or really arranged at all. We just the one thing about Alex and John, whenever they got together, the first 3 minutes they plugged in when they got into this room, there was a song written, because somebody would start riffing, and everybody else was like, "What was that? Do that again." And next thing you know, there was another 9-minute song.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
That's pretty much how we did it.
Yeah. So we actually when we started, because life got pretty busy, and actually we started getting together again regularly, we actually kind of had to stop writing new music because we had such a back catalog of we were in the beginning of our second album, and
dozens of
dozens, hundreds. There's probably 100 unfinished.
Is there?
Yeah, 100
Is that many?
unfinished songs.
Yeah.
Well, snippets, riffs,
Yeah,
whatever.
so we got some, pretty bad like guitar ADHD and stuff.
Yeah, you guys are like,
Yeah.
We would much rather just start a whole new song than finish the song that's like 98% finished.
It's true. I don't know, man. We have
You
a
guys
lot
aren't the only people that have told us that.
Yeah.
It's a good problem to have, I guess. I mean, because like I said before.
Well, yeah, you have a lot to work with, and down the line, you can.
Makes it hard to focus.
Make a whole-
though. It's like, well, what do we do now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we actually have a whiteboard that we didn't use for about 5 or 6 years, and we started using it about 8 months ago again to kind of track progress. But
That's actually been a huge thing for us is having that whiteboard, because it really gave us a visual of, well, what do we need to do? What does this song need to be finished? I'm looking at it right now. There's a bunch of X's and everything, but there was solos, there was rhythm parts, whatever.
Yeah,
And
missing.
it really helped us get away from our ADHD and look at that board and say, oh, that needs to be done, and that's what we did.
yeah, especially with I mean, it's the amount of music we have is ridiculous, and it just never stops, which is cool because, like I said before, the bands we were in, we didn't have that kind of chemistry, and this is like writing songs is effortless, and all of us contribute. That's another really cool thing
Well,
about
I
this
don't know
band.
about effortless.
Well,
That's great.
Yeah,
That's important.
the idea is
To
to
keep
very, very easily.
missing on the other.
The songs, on the other hand, we
Performing.
tend to write songs that are very difficult to play, unintentionally.
Yeah. We tend to be a little. I mean, Alex would probably throw up in his mouth a little bit or not admit this, but a lot of the stuff tends to be a little on the proggy side.
Yeah,
Mhm.
unfortunately, but I'm not a big frog guy, but
Well, he says that, but he is.
no, it's cool though. It's fun.
Yeah, so we're going back through our catalog there and finishing the stuff up, and we're pretty much trying to stay on track with releasing a new song every about 2 months, which has been fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, I wanted to talk about those because you've worked with some really cool people on these tracks.
Yeah.
You had Ripper Owens, Stu Block, Scott Featherstone. Really awesome selection of collaborative artists.
Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Total thrill to have them work with us.
Dream come true for me, especially because Ripper is my personal favorite singer.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Iced Earth fan, so
How did you guys work that out?
So I think it came about, I went to see a cover gig that he did in this old record store in Massachusetts years and years ago with a buddy of mine who used to play guitar in one of my older bands. And he was playing just, what most cover bands would play, typical Metallica, Iron Maiden, King Diamond, that kind of stuff. And he was doing it with the Drover brothers from Megadeth, guitar player and drummer at the time. I don't know if they were still in Megadeth at that point in time. They might have not been anymore, but it was a cool show. And they ended up, the fire alarms went off in the middle of the show, so they had to stop playing, and because they had fog machines or something. And it's when they waited for the fire department to come, and they just mingled with the crowd, and there weren't that many people there. And I talked to Ripper a bit.
That's
super
cool.
nice. And then I would say, I don't know how long after that, but I mean, we got this project going, and the first song we did with them, Stand of Time, we just kind of had it in our head. We're like, this song needs vocals. And I was like, this song would sound amazing with Ripper singing on it. So I think I reached out to Glenn Drover because I had his contact information because he had mastered our album for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I got the contact information from him that night at that cover show. I must have, because I had his email somehow. So I just emailed him. And I said, hey,
Nice.
what do you think Ripper would sing on this? So he said he would ask him, and he got back to us, and he said, yeah, he's down to sing on it. This is what he would charge, and gave us his contact info. I mean, that was pretty much it, and we sent him the song. I mean, and it was really amazing for us to work with somebody on that level, because we sent him the song and we sent him the lyrics, and we didn't give him any guidance. We didn't tell him, like,
Okay.
you want a melody like this or harmonies here or anything. We just sent him the track and the lyrics, and he recorded everything in 3 days. And
Yeah, it
Ton
just
of
comes right
tracks.
back.
a ton of tracks. Like,
It's just so professional and easy.
It was only like $7.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what was up with that.
like Justin. But it was amazing. I mean, we got the tracks back. He gave us like 4 takes of everything, and he was like, you can do whatever you want with them.
Wow.
Mix it however you like, and he promoted it on his social media for us. I mean, then that was a pretty mind-blowing moment,
Yeah.
because it was just very surreal. It was like we went from, putting out this.
And then Glenn Drover came back and he did a guest solo spot at the end of that song too, the last solo.
Oh, that's right.
That's Glenn Drover.
That was a great solo.
Huh.
He
Wow.
also mastered that song as well for us. So,
Wow.
if people aren't familiar with him, he was on the United Abominations record by Megadeth.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was also on a King Diamond album.
Queensryche.
Yeah, he's
Bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he was in Testament for a little while.
Yeah, he was a major guy.
Yeah. So it was
Busy
very
dude.
cool.
After he mastered our album, I remember being on a call with him.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting here talking with Glenn Drover about our album that he just mastered. I'm like,
Yep.
this is
Giving us
this is actually happening.
giving us mixing advice.
Yeah, give us advice about this and then yeah, good luck with that. Sounds good.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
It's really cool when someone can just impart all the good information to you, and because they know you're gonna do well with it, right?
Right. Yeah, and even just that one song, it was very cool for us, because we felt like, well, this guy probably wouldn't sing on this, and this other guy
If it
probably
was
wouldn't
garbage.
play guitar on it, right? If they thought it sucked. So
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
fact that they did told us, like, hey, we must be making music that doesn't suck.
Yeah.
And that was cool.
And that's
Definitely.
one of the biggest thrills for me is just to be a part of it. Even if it's just a tiny little part of it, there's, you're got your music out there with all the other music. Even if it's just a drop in the ocean, but you're part of it.
Yeah.
We are.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
I think Ripper Owens might be the busiest guy in metal, honestly. I think
Yes.
you're the third band I think he's been on the podcast that he's done a track with.
Oh,
It's kind of
really?
crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, how much he gets around.
Yeah, he, I don't know, he somehow figured out how to be in a million projects at once. I don't know how the guy does it. It's crazy.
Yeah,
But,
it's wild. He must just never sleep or something.
yeah, I don't
Man,
know.
David
I
Focus.
think he,
Good memory.
I'm assuming he has his own studio, because he, like I said, he did the song in 3 days. I mean,
Yeah, it was quick.
real
Oh
fast.
yeah,
And I mean,
I can
Mhm.
imagine he's gotta.
and the same thing happened
Yeah,
with
for sure.
The Odds of God, which was, we actually released that one. It took us 7 years to the day to release that one. So we, I don't know. I don't know why it took us so long to do anything, but
Because we made
Well,
up
we just-
80 other songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shelved it like 200 others. And
What happened, we thought the intro was too good, and then we didn't want to ruin it with the rest of the song that we were starting to write.
that's true. That's true. The intro was epic.
Yep. Yeah, and then
Just-
we eventually figured it out, and then we just emailed him again. And I mean, we hadn't talked to him in 5-6 years, so I had no idea if he'd get back to us or not. And
Was it that long?
yeah, and then he got back to us, and same process again.
Nice.
And this one was funny too,
Yeah.
because he told us he said he emailed us and he said he was about to go on tour, so we tried to get it to him before he was leaving. And he emailed us a couple days after we got it. Like, man, he's like, this is a tough one. He's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it done.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with this.
And then the next morning, I wake up and it's Sunday. It's a Sunday morning, like maybe 10, 11 o'clock. And I've got an email from Ripper. And it just says, I got it done. Here you go. It's wild.
Wild.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, we brought the tracks in. We use Persona Studio One. We upgraded from Audition a while ago.
Yeah.
Studio One's awesome. But yeah, it was flawless, same as before. And we at that point in time, you know, we got through a couple. We've had a lot of bass players, but Alan is he's the longest standing bass player now.
They all spontaneously combust.
That's true.
It's a weird thing.
Bass player.
Yeah.
So far, Alan's lasted the longest.
It's amazing.
It's been 8 years.
He's very patient.
He was in the band for about 6 years before we released anything, so he was very patient.
Did you?
That's when the whiteboard came out.
Yeah, I had to try to herd you guys.
Yeah,
That's been my goal in this band, is to try to herd the cats and get them to focus a little bit.
Yep. Been helped out. He's got
They
great
focus.
tone, great gear.
He's been doing a really great job mixing and mastering and stuff.
It's really been really up their game. I mean, a lot of people like the production on our first record. You asked earlier if, like, when we hear our own stuff, if it's positive or if we're like, wow, I wish we'd done things differently. You know, it's a mix of both. Like, we love the music we make, but we're always
trying to do something better.
Yeah, we're always
Trying to
our
move faster
own
than
worst
we are.
critics. Like,
Yeah.
we can hear, like, you know, we wish we put, you know, something, recorded this solo better in our minds, or, like, had more punch in the kicks or whatever it is. But it's been a learning experience, you know?
I think that's how you kind of grow as a band, though, as musicians, is you learn from what you've done before and try to build on that.
Right, and you have that ability to, like, learn from, like, maybe a mistake or take criticism and not wilt, you know?
Well, that's the thing too with this band, and it's always been this way. We can all look at our stuff or somebody else's and give our opinions, you know, constructive criticism, whatever you want to call it, and everybody's, you know, receptive to it, and sometimes, you know, I mean, most of the times the stuff goes over great, and it's changed or whatever we got to do, and sometimes it's not, but it works.
Yeah, and I think we understand that when we're recording and stuff, and something you can tell isn't quite right or is close to being perfect or in the pocket as it should be. I mean, you just got to fix it, redo it, because we all understand that it's just not going to come out the way you want it to in the final mix. So, I mean, there's a lot of takes, there's a lot of do-overs, there's a lot of, I'll have to hit this next week or something, because it's just not happening. Or
we only get together, you know, once a week if we're lucky for a few hours. So we try to get as, you know, much done as we can, and we usually end up jamming and writing new songs, and the ADD takes over. But we have been pretty good. I mean, like John said, we've managed to release a single every couple months since Christmas, and we're on track to keep doing that through the end of the year. Yeah. We got 2 more songs in the pipeline right now.
Yeah.
One with a couple buddies of ours, local great musicians. They've got a project as well called Dimension 11.
Cool.
And that one comes out at the end of this month. And then we've actually got Stu Block lined up for another song that he's going to start recording at the end of this month.
Nice.
He's awesome, man. He's the chillest guy, super easy to work with. I mean, and he's like, I think, what do you call him, a vocal Swiss Army knife?
Yeah, he can do anything.
He could do anything. Really
Yeah, he's got good range.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys make great music. I'd like to sing along to it. And that's one of the things that, like, I'm in my car driving to work, and I'm just like, oh, look at this, something new. And then I'm like, wow, this is great, and I'm just, yeah. So then, I think that there's something to that, something that's with the wide range of vocal dynamics, like you got the highs, the lows, you have some heavies, and then like it's awesome, and it doesn't sound like some auto-tune asshole, it's great.
Yeah, that's pretty important to us. We're kind of old school. I mean, I'm the baby in the band. I'm late 30s. And then Mike, our drummer's in his 50s. So, we kind of have like a...
Barely.
we have a decent spread, in age, but all of us grew up, before cell phones and before, digital recording was really a big thing. So
We just have to try and learn stuff off cassette tape.
Yeah.
Like an
Man.
animal.
I remember recording songs off radios and making mixtapes.
Yep.
Yep. So we kind of have that older mentality where we don't copy and paste, even though we
do.
We do
Well, maybe a
everything
little
digital. I mean,
maybe a tiny.
we don't like.
But there's no auto.
Everything we play, we play.
Yeah. There's no autocorrect.
Yeah.
Vocals,
Yeah, there's no.
that kind of stuff.
We don't double guitar tracks and do the fake stereo thing. We record everything, and sometimes there's a lot of punches. I mean, we've had songs where there's the one song we're about to release. This will be the first place anybody hears the name. It'll be called "Remembered in Death," and there's a section in that song that is a very clear tribute to Iced Earth. I mean, it's just a gallop pattern at 200 BPM for like a minute and a half straight. And I mean,
Awesome.
that was probably the hardest guitar part we've ever had to record.
That was a little painful. It still is.
It's
Well,
just,
I think the most painful thing I've ever seen you guys go through was 12 string.
oh, that was
Oh,
brutal.
God.
Oh, man. Clean
Okay.
guitars, we have.
Grandpa's guitars. 12
Appreciate the reference.
It's terrible. Yeah, we did 2 songs on our first record that have 12 strings on them, and that was.
Try to record a 12-string guitar and have it be like in tune and actually be in tune also when you're playing.
That was brutal.
When you really don't do that.
Especially when you never touch a 12 string.
Never.
Never. Or
Like,
acoustic.
Let's grab that 12-string off the wall that I've never ever played and I don't ever play one and I never probably will again. And let's throw some tracks down with it.
Let's do it.
Let's
And
do
we
it.
did.
We
And
did.
it came out pretty good.
Yeah, we used to have
Came
a
out
joke.
great.
Yeah.
We would we had an inside joke that we outsourced all our clean parts. That's not entirely true. But
Yeah, we avoid clean guitar parts like the plague. We're just not. It's just not.
you can't.
Personally, though, like I like that a more analog sound to metal. I mean, I don't want
course.
my metal to be perfect. I don't think it should sound perfect. I think there should be. It needs to sound human. It needs to have some flaws here and there. I mean, I'm a huge '90s death metal guy, so the sloppier the better, in my opinion.
Yeah, and
We record to a clip, but we're not quantizing everything. Like a lot of it.
We don't
Right.
quantize.
There's still a click there just for
If it's not quite right, we do it again. You know?
and then I mean, you get the ebb and flow of the music, and you could feel it when everything kind of starts to gel.
Mhm.
And that's just organic.
Yeah, we kind of have.
What I mean though is you guys don't doctor it post to make it sound blemish free. Is what I mean.
No,
Absolutely not.
What you hear is just minimal processing.
What you did.
And we.
Exactly, and you can tell.
Well, thank you. I mean, we really try to have that organic sound, and I
Mhm.
mean, like Mike's drums. So many bands these days. It's like the cookie cutter. It's like they took the Andy Sneap sound and then they
Mhm.
just kind of ran with it, and now every record's kind of sound exactly the same for the last 15 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
We try to avoid that. I mean, I like, the older Andy Sneap stuff. All of us do. We're Arch Enemy fans. We're Nevermore fans. We like a lot of those records from the 2000s and early 2010s and stuff. But the kind of cookie cutter, like processed snare, processed kick, kind of just toms that don't really sound real. It's not what we wanted to go for. We want it to be tight, but to sound like real instruments. Everything we do is all real amps with a couple mics on a cabinet, and we play Les Pauls and with passive pickups, and we're pretty old school. My pedal board's got 2 pedals on it. John's pedal board, it's just like he could fit 12 pedals on it, but his also only has 2 pedals on it.
Yeah, I used to have all that stuff.
I remember that was cool. Yeah. Now there's like 2 pedals and what is that, a volume pedal?
No, I got my wah, and I got
wah pedal.
what do I got? I got a wah and a overdrive pedal, a tuner, and a noise gate.
Yep, about it. Chorus and delay sometimes. We don't really do much else.
My pedal board crapped out one time, and I just plugged straight into the amp of my guitar. There was nothing between me and that, and it was one of the most liberating experiences of my life. I'm like, I think I'm done with all this crap.
Yep.
Brendan, I know I've been talking a lot, so I know you have some questions that you wanted to ask. I'll hand that over to you for a minute.
You're good. What do you guys have a favorite song that you like to play?
Of ours?
Yeah. Like, what's your favorite song of yours to play?
That's tough.
That is tough.
We don't really play much.
We don't tour. We don't do a lot. We don't do gigs and stuff like that. But man, favorite tune. Yeah, that is a difficult.
That's
question.
a tough one.
I think what we would do in this situation is just abandon that question and write a new song.
Yeah, he's right. No, John's actually he's absolutely correct. If he came into the room and said, let's play your favorite song," I'd be like, wow, I don't know. And then he would start riffing while he's waiting for me to come up with something. And then Alex would be like, "Oh, cool." So then Alex would start doing a harmony to that. And the next thing you know, we've completely abandoned the hey, what's your favorite song? And we've got a new song that we're writing.
Yep, that happened 2 weeks ago, I think.
It happens.
I wasn't here. And
it happens every time we come here.
Yeah.
It happens every time we come.
Basically, when Alan is not here to babysit us, we write new music.
Yeah. So my advice to any original bands out there that are kind of doing what we're doing is have a quick option to record what you're doing at the time.
Yeah.
That you can save to a computer.
Be ready to hit the red button.
Because I don't think we would have done anything without that.
Yeah.
And being able to record in your jam space.
It's been
huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't have this band. There would be no album if we didn't have this studio space that Mike was able to build in basically what used to be a barn sort of garage that we sort of renovated over the past 10 years. I mean, it's huge. I mean, even if you set up a laptop with an interface, and a couple mics, I mean, it really changes the game when you can write and record in real time.
Yep.
That's all up to you.
Yeah. But, I mean, if I had to answer your question, I would say, personally for me, it's probably Black Sedimentary. The single we just put out was Stu. I think that's my favorite song we've ever done.
Hell yeah. It's definitely a good song.
Yeah. I don't think I could narrow it down. Returning to the Wicked, that's kind of sacred because it was our first thing. It turned into such a thing.
Well, that's what I was just thinking too, and I'm thinking, is there a better one? But I think that would be my favorite. The first song we ever did, it still gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, me too. It does.
throughout the song,
Yep.
and it just, I don't know, man.
Just the way it came together.
Yeah.
I think that would be
And the ending of it and everything.
I think that would be I think that would be my number one to go to. Eternity.
Yeah, for me there was a lot of moments throughout the album because there was a lot of moments, and especially pretty much every song that we did, where it kind of struck me. I was like, we're doing it. You know what I mean? Like we're actually doing it.
Yeah.
Instead, because we were always all in other bands. I mean, I can't speak for them, but with me, that we were kind of skirting around what I would have liked to have done at some point, with music. But this was like an arrow straight at the target of whatever it was we were trying to do creatively and whatever it was I was trying to do creatively. And then to listen to it back, and you're like, yeah, that was pretty much what we were trying to do there, and it actually came out.
Yeah, we kind of always described our music as like we've done our best to write the music that we would want to listen to if we weren't writing it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What is your guys' routine like on practice night? Like, do you guys grab food? Like, do you have a good spot to go like grab some beers at and stuff? Like, what's your ritual?
It's a very important question.
Yes, it is. And lots have changed over the years, but it always involves barbecuing some meat.
Okay.
Like literally every time we get together, we cook a fat steak or some. Like tonight, I cooked some pork ribs. Sometimes it involves some beverages.
Yeah.
Or it used to.
It used to involve a lot of beverages. It's amazing our first record got done at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because we were using pretty much our mind's eye for the whole first record, because we were just at the peak level, or the most important level of intoxication, where your brain just functions like without being inhibited. So we stayed that way for around a year.
Yeah, at least. There was one time I'll never forget where we were sitting on the couch and we had our guitars and we had taken a huge rip off a bowl. And man, John looked over to me and he said I had played something. I don't know what it was. Just for anyone who's listening and heard us earlier say record everything, we did not follow our own advice. We didn't record this. But he looked over to me and he said, "That's the greatest thing that you've ever done."
Now it's lost.
It's gone.
It's lost forever.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we the meat thing. We always have meat, and these days we're kind of more into the non-alcoholic beer. This tonight is brought to you by Nature's Pilsner and Sam Adams.
Just the Haze IPA, which I find quite refreshing.
It's quite delicious, and there's no headache.
Yeah, we were definitely going to go to jail if we didn't straighten up. So, we still, we wanted to keep doing the music and all that stuff, and not the jail. So
yes, the music is good, the jail's bad. So we switched to the. We still get that crisp enjoyment without the danger of ending up in a ditch, so it's good.
There you go.
For me, I think it was more about the bubbles than the alcohol, which I didn't know at the time.
But at the end of the day, I mean, our thing was we just got together, and the second those two put a guitar in their hands and turned on their amps, we were off writing.
Pretty much.
That was there was no really system that we followed or anything like that. They just got together and started playing.
Yeah, like I said before, we would generally show up utterly unprepared, and therefore had to come up with something.
Yes. I mean, there were times where we'd show up and one of us would have forgotten the amp, or there was another time where we literally took each other's Les Pauls home because there were so many brown Les Paul cases on the floor that we just grabbed them.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
That was pretty hilarious.
And when they got ran over by the car.
Oh yeah, I ran over my 1991 white yellowing Randy Rhoads-esque Les Paul Custom with my car backing out of Mike's driveway, which is a testament to case quality because the guitar was fine.
Awesome.
He leaned it on the back of his car to put it away, forgot it back there. I think there was snow, right? Yeah. And he backed up, knocked it over, and then when he took off, he ran right over. Ran over and then stopped and said, "Tell me that didn't happen."
Yeah. But I mean, when we were recording, we did work hard to make sure that we were on point and weren't the weakest link for sure. And that's another great thing about this band. I'm like, if I don't work and try to make sure that I'm playing at the level I want to be playing at, I'm going to be the weakest link when it comes time to go to the studio, the next time or it's time to record again. So, and that's just kind of a nice feeling to have.
That's tough, man. When that red button is hit, it's a different story.
Yeah, you can play a riff 40 times in a row perfectly, and as soon as you hit record, you can't play it anymore. It's a strange phenomenon.
So you can't hear from this chair.
But yeah, kind of meat, beer.
Attention deficit disorder.
Yep, and making sure that we all have our gear. That's pretty much it.
Making sure you have stuff.
Yep, stuff, and then one of us just kind of starts ripping, and then the other one joins, and then Mike starts playing a beat and hits record, and that's kind of how we've done this for the past 10 years.
Yeah, we do it. We start a little thing. We record a snippet of it and pick it up the next week, and
or in like 7 years.
Yeah.
In the case of the current,
it might happen the next week. Might happen 3-4 years.
Yeah.
But just go after the stuff that you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There's been a lot of other things too. There's been changes, and I mean, this is just a little garage studio, but we've changed, software, to the Persona stuff, the interfaces, new stuff comes along, and for me anyway, it inspires me to do more and to jump into the stuff. And I've spent many hours out here playing with stuff and exploring some of the new software and whatever, and mixing and trying different things, and a lot of it sucked and a lot of it came out great.
Yeah, everything that we put out, we do all of it, with the exception of the mastering on the first record and the first single, Sands of Time, by Glenn Drover. Everything else, from writing to tracking to editing, mixing, and mastering, is all done here.
That's amazing. So,
if you saw
you
this
guys...
place, you would laugh.
Yeah.
I mean, you can keep your lawnmower in here and not even think,
Yep.
It's a garage.
But I mean, that's the only way we were able to do it.
Yep.
Because if you were going to
Nothing wrong with that.
Studio's expensive.
Yeah, if we're going to go to the studio and pay for all that stuff, and then we'll mix. Ask Alan. We'll mix and master it until we're happy with it, which usually means somebody's on the verge of a nervous breakdown or whatever. But you got to be kind of hypercritical.
It'll stab you at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all aware of the fact that we're being hypercritical, and we know we're being hypercritical, but that's how you try to get to the next level. And
right.
And then we say, well, this is as good as we're going to get this. And then we say, all right, and then we release it.
Well, the funny part is, the whole reason why we're doing, well, not the reason why we're doing, but the process of how we got where we are is our old band, Cell 213, years ago, they wanted to go into a studio and do a demo so we could, get our little cover band thing. And I had already done a bunch of cover band demos, and I wasn't about to do it again. It's a waste of money, whatever. So I ended up with a interface and a ripped illegal version of Adobe Audition, and that's how it started, because I refused to pay some studio $600 for a 3-song demo of fucking bullshit, cover songs. And one thing led to the next, and next thing you know, I got a little home studio.
Yeah,
and here we are.
It's definitely a really cool. It's cool that you guys get to do all that like yourselves, and then So, who do you guys have? Do you guys all work on the same thing together as far as like getting like the mastering and the tracking, or is like one of you the master there?
Well, that's fluctuated, over the last couple of years. The first album, I pretty much,
you did most of it.
I did all of it, as far as, the recording part of it. Even some, producing.
Yeah.
I did a lot of production stuff. One of the things that I love about these guys is they're open up to all kinds of ideas. When Alex or John or whatever, they're sitting there coming up with ideas for their solos on the spot, and I'd be like, hey, can you slide into that part right there, or do a bend right there, or a squeal, or whatever. And they're very receptive to ideas from somebody else.
Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot of ego bullshit, which is actually very important in this, what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's always been
great. It's
great
cohesive.
part about band is nobody. It really is a true democracy. I mean, everybody contributes, everybody records, everybody's involved in every process. Really, I mean, since Alan came on board, he's been awesome, because he really, between him and Mike, they do a lot of researching on their own and a lot of messing around on their own in the recording and mixing aspect, which John and I don't have a lot of experience in. John and I, we know what we want it to sound like.
No idea how to make
We just don't know how to make it sound that way.
And actually, if I touch a computer, it turns into a toaster oven. So I don't go near the computers. Something's wrong with my hands. I've only worked with in like construction and stuff like that my whole life. So I just got a smartphone recently.
Does your laptop even work right now?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, if you watch John try to get into his Drive, his Google Drive on his phone, it's pretty entertaining.
It's quite something. He's a low-tech guy in a high-tech world.
It happens.
But yeah, we all contribute in our own way, and everybody's ideas are used, and
it works.
Yeah, I mean, Michael came up with guitar parts, and there's actually
Mike's played some guitar.
Mike has played some guitar parts. Some of the classical guitar on our first record is Mike, and
in the intro to the first album, by the way, just in case you're wondering if you've listened to it, is Wine Glasses, Didgeridoo, and
a big old cow.
Your vocals when you
some
had
vocals.
like a lot of wine out in the studio by yourself.
Yeah. Mike would tie one on, just come out here and howl. And then we put it in our songs, which we all love.
But yeah, it's been a great experience of being a band with guys that, I mean, everybody takes, it's like we said before, like, everybody feels like they're pushed by everybody else in the band to be better.
Absolutely. That's been huge, actually. When I first started playing in this band, started playing with these guys, I couldn't play double bass the way I do now.
Mm-hmm.
Not even close. I mean, I can play, Hot for Teacher and, crap like that, but this definitely upped my game on what I needed to do to keep up with these youngsters.
Whippersnappers.
Keep up with these whippersnappers.
I tell you what, there's a lot of gray hair in the room nowadays. I don't know what happened.
That's true. Yeah, we were young pups when we started this. All things
Yes,
considered.
I'm the drummer, and I'm probably old enough to be these guys' father. Pretty damn close.
Not me. Him for sure.
Yeah.
Depending on where you live.
That's true.
I mean, if I started having kids when I was like 14, I probably could have bird them all.
He's always blowing our minds. I mean, there'll be times we'll be jamming, writing a new song as we do, and me and John will just look at each other and laugh because of some drum fill or some drum part Mike did or something. And I mean,
Yeah. We're like, is that even legal? I don't know if that's legal.
Which is funny because I see you guys laugh at me like that. And I'm like, did I just do something stupid?
Yeah.
no, it's always something
Right.
amazing. But and I mean, John, like to me, John is a virtuoso lead guitar player. I mean,
No, you're 2 times.
he plays some stuff that I'm not sure how it's possible.
And I gotta admit, I'm usually jealous of something Alex played because it sounds awesome. I'm like, I didn't think of that. Didn't think of that one, but
As far
That he did.
as far as the guitar world goes in this band, we've got a mix of the perfect storm. We've got an absolute shredder, and we've got a rhythm player that's beyond belief. I mean, you know, Alex's meter and
so
technique.
yeah, really real tight.
Yeah,
He's almost always the first one to go and track something because I don't want to, and he's just better at it than me.
Oh yeah, that's a good segue. Like your question originally, kind of our recording process. That's usually how it starts. I'll kind of lay down the map for the song.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I've always had an ability to remember.
he's got a fantastic memory for what's coming up without hearing any other parts.
That's about it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I can just off the cuff, just to a click. I'll record the entire song, and then that's the map for everybody else. And then I think usually John will come in after. I think we usually do drums second, and then John will come in and do guitars, and then bass is usually last. But Alan coming in playing bass was a huge game changer because we never had anybody before that was the perfect fit. Like all of our bass players have been really talented, but it was just like Alan's got the perfect combination of tone and technique and cares about his gear
and where to sit,
Right.
where to sit in the song.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, you can wreck a song by overplaying on any instrument, really. But everybody seems to know. What's that?
We're actually coming up on time, guys. So I just had one more question I'd like to ask everyone who comes on the show. It's a bit of a tough one for some people. Some people nail it. So it's hypothetical. If you were stranded on a desert island and you had a solar-powered Discman and 3 CDs to listen to on repeat until you got rescued, what would you like to have? And you can each answer that.
Oh man, you want to start, Mike?
Probably Dream Theater. Well, that's a tough one, though. Boy. It's funny. I say Dream Theater, but then I go back a little further in my musical history. I mean, actually, probably Rush Exit Stage Left. But then again, maybe Emerson,
nice
Lake
choice.
and Palmer maybe Emerson, Lake and Palmer Tarkus, but I think Rush Exit Stage Left.
You get 2 more.
I got 2 more.
3 CDs.
3? All right.
Yeah,
so
3 each.
Rush Exit Stage Left, Dream Theater Awake, Emerson, Lake and Palmer Tarkus.
You can tell how old our drummer is.
Shot here.
Those are great albums, though. Good choices.
All right. What's next?
Go ahead, Alex.
Oh man, that's tough. Like my favorite bands have sort of changed over time. I would say Iced Earth's Horror Show.
Oh, I just got that on double vinyl the other day. Amazing album.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome. Oh,
I'm getting into vinyl too.
yeah, me too.
Did you get the double? It's like the triple gatefold version.
I got whatever one they just recently re-released.
That might be it. That's the one I think.
Man, that record. Richard Christie is my favorite drummer of all time, and
He plays in boots.
I know it's crazy.
How the fuck do you do that?
And
That's
he's
wild.
It's crazy, and he's on that one, and he's on Glorious Burden with
Mhm.
Ripper. That's the record that turned Ripper into my favorite singer.
Okay.
But of those two, I think I would have to pick Horror Show. That's kind of I'd say that's probably my favorite album of all time, honestly.
Really, it's up there for me. It's a great album. It's a classic.
Yeah. Second choice, I don't know, man.
Which one?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Swifty, I knew it.
Swifty. Just tonight. No. I think I would have to go with In Flames Colony
Okay.
for my second pick. I got that one on vinyl about a year ago, and that's a little before when I started listening to them. Alan was a little older than me, so he listened to more of their older stuff. I listened to kind of their 2000s era stuff, Route to Remain,
Okay.
Soundtrack to Your Escape, that kind of stuff. But that Colony record, every song has an amazing or multiple amazing harmony parts in it. And I was just blown away. I think that'd be number 2. And
Okay.
then I probably pick I know. Okay. Oh man, it's rough. Maybe
No, not
Outlive by Demon Hunter, I think would probably be my third pick.
Man, I have not heard that album in years. I actually completely forgot about that.
Dude, it's so good. The production quality, I mean, it's awesome. Every song is killer. Yeah, I think that
I used to love it.
Yeah, great record. They have so many good albums. Alan, you're up.
I'm gonna be not that weird, I guess. But Black Sabbath, Master Reality.
Yes!
Nice.
Huge Sabbath fan.
Thank you for not making me feel like the only old fart in this room.
Love Sabbath. Huge Sabbath fan. Users playing is otherworldly. Iron Maiden. Number of the Beast.
Nice. Great album as well.
I love their. I always would say Metallica would be my favorite band for a long time, but the last 10 years, Iron Maiden has just eclipsed them, and they still sound so amazing live. And then Steve Harris, of course, so bass. And then my third one, a little out in left field, not really, but compared to these guys, Alice in Chains, Dirt.
All right.
Amazing. Great choice.
I love Jerry Cantrell. I actually started playing guitar when I was 17. So I played guitar for a lot longer than I've even played bass. Jerry Cantrell is my perfect blend for a guitar hero. His playing is tasty, and his guitar tone is always on another level.
Two friends of mine just saw him live, I think like 3 weeks ago, and they said it was one of the best live shows I've ever been to.
He's still on tour. His guitar tone is amazing live. Amazing.
Yeah. I saw him years ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that kind of brings us to time, but I want to quickly give you guys a chance. Are there any local bands in your area that people should check out?
It was on, was it District 11 or Dimension 11?
Yeah, our buddies in Dimension 11. They're doing guest vocals on the song we're about to release. So I check them out, and then I also pick out they're not from this area, but their guitar player is from this area, and good buddy of ours, Drew Villain. They're in Nashville, But he's
Okay.
born and bred in this area and phenomenal guitar player. So that's what I would say.
Fantastic. And then last question, if people want to check out your music, support you guys, keep up to date, what are the best ways to do that?
Send $1 million to Michael Mumbalo.
That would actually do it.
It would. That would be very helpful. If they can't do that, they can find us on all the main platforms. Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, we're on all of them. Every release will be on all of those. We have a Bandcamp where people can buy our songs digitally there. They can buy our first copy of our physical record on CD. And our socials, we've got Facebook and we've got Instagram.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. It's been really fantastic chatting with you. Really appreciate the time, and keep killing with the singles. Can't wait to hear the next two.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for the opportunity, guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Anytime. And for everyone listening, thanks for tuning in. Come back next time with another guest for you.